A terrific night for football as EA Sports takes us to Empower Field at Mile High in the capital city of Denver, Colorado. And tonight we start Week 5 with a primetime matchup as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Denver Broncos. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
Hold the troops right. Step.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Ray.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Now a deep one for Johnston. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Quentin Johnston, the intended receiver on the play, and it's second down. But you look at this Bronco defense, and they find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
Hands it off out of the gun. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Third and 2, Herbert. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
They'll run for the first time with Isaiah Spiller. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
2nd and 6. Play action. It's Herbert. Now a deep one for Johnston. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to have it here at their own 15.
Intercepted. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Stephanie! Panther Street! Panther Street! Rig alert! Rig alert!
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Buffalo 18.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Check that. Street. Go, Reed. Go. 18 Rattler.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. The Broncos had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. Now, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys? Coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night. Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. But you talk about the defense for these Chargers. They were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
60 Vikings.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's going to have the Broncos first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
They go play action here on first down. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Hey, smash Broncos!
They're going to look to throw. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead.
Here we go.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd.
60 Maverick.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. The Broncos send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Now a 2nd and 2. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And that one complete downfield to Johnson. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
But give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
On first down, Justin Herbert. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Here we go now on first and goal. They'll run here with Spiller. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Spiller will score. Touchdown, Chargers. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs.
And now off to the races, down the right side, inside the 20. And all the way home for the Broncos score. A big play there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Hey, ram. Crowd right. Baylor Tiger.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I'd keep going back to him.
Second down and 4.
Home troops right. Ray. 12.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Normally he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Herbert. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 42-yard line. Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Broncos' 35-yard line.
Now it's Herbert. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 13-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Herbert operating from the red zone. This one left side caught by Collins. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 5 at the 8-yard line.
Out of the gun, a give to Spiller. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. On 3rd down, it's Spiller. And he is out of bounds here. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
They didn't need a big play there. They just needed a conversion, but I'm really downplaying it, aren't I? Getting a conversion, picking up a 1st down, not easy in any aspect. How about that one right there?
Yeah, with the dive, knew where the line to gain was, went soaring past it.
Yeah, that's doing it by any means necessary.
They'll give to Spiller. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Isaiah Spiller with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chargers have taken the lead. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack. And you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line. And he's able to take it into the end zone.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Ready, set.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. He'll look to throw. He completes it to Becker. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a first down.
That's good for a Denver
Let's go now.
Broncos. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Hurt.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 108 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Right back to him on first down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Come on.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Ready.
Back to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. The Broncos on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
70 Timberwolves.
He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
For the field goal, a 44-yard attempt.
Fairbairn able to put this one through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now and 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Fairbairn now, following the made field goal, he'll send this one away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Charger drive about to get going. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 31-yard line.
Set.
From the 31, here comes 2nd and a yard.
Coleman trips right. 59, 21.
Herbert off of play action. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Had open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Spiller. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. They end up getting stuck twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. On is the Chargers punter now, as he's on to kick it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Here's Williams to return. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
114 yards rushing for him now to this point.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
2nd and 2. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Ready up. Ready.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Here we go. Back.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Three. Ready.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. Oh, he's got a little daylight. What a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Denver has the first down, the play going for 15 yards. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it, when you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
Check, Bobcat. Check, Bobcat. Trap 60.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
18 Cardinal. 70 Lions. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as he'll try to get 3 before half. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this.
59. Hey, Ram. Whoa.
Herbert just beat the play clock. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up second down.
That's a nice catch, but unable to stay in bounds. And remember, it wasn't a wide receiver who works on that all the time.
I was going to say, he likes to get the ball handed to him. Now, don't get me wrong, he's part of the passing game as well, but maybe a little out of his comfort zone there.
Yeah, he might want to have a few words to say to us about that later, but I am still going with you on that one. Wide receivers work on a little bit more.
After the encroachment penalty, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Herbert. He's got it to Collins, complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. They'll set up a throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
And while the guys with the ball are having a whole lot of fun keeping it on the ground, the guys on the opposite side, they are having zero fun. They've been getting pushed around the entire game and haven't found an answer yet to slow down the running game.
Third down and 1. Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
Bad time to get a delay of game penalty there. Not that there's a good time, but that makes it 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. They get 9 yards there, and they get a first down.
Check smash, check smash. Ready.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. On play action, they'll throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield. But as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 174 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Get it! Hey, check that. Street.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
One back. And he lost the football. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down.
Panther 60. 7 Pirates. Hustle.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. The Charger drive about to get going.
Hey, OB. 5-9. Stay tight.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. Caught on the out route. It's Spiller with it. Nice move at the 40. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. 23 yards on the play.
That turns into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right. And after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10 is Spiller. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down, L.A.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. From a couple of yards beyond midfield, here's 2nd and 8. For the catch made by Johnson. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 23. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early to have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. When there's extra defenders on the field, dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
They'll send this away to the Rocky Mountain Night, and it's a good one.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot.
Hurt! Hurt! Right there, Hurt! Ready,
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 201 yards for him on the ground, as this has been a night to remember to this point. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver.
On the check. Pioneer. Go.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Odell Beckham, his second touchdown on the season. And the Broncos have moved out in front here in the final minute of the third quarter. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. First and 10. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Ray.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on second down. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Welcome back now to Denver. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. The Chargers on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Herbert. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw him break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And they will take over 1st and 10.
Ready.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And And his throw is going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Okay, 3.
An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Come 19. Come 19.
He'll look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. And picked up by the Chargers. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. Really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now it's Herbert. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Looking left side, and he's got him in. Brad Smith. So the completion gets him just a yard, and that's going to make it 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They snap it to Herbert. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Let's go now.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And all the way home for the Broncos score. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Broncos are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Charger drive about to get going. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Back to throw here, Herbert. Complete to Johnston here. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And he'll get this to the 32.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they've bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 7. Herbert. Pass hauled in by Johnston. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. In motion left goes Smith. Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. He'll complete this one to Collins. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On 1st down, Justin Herbert. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again, Herbert. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 7. Herbert now. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Collins. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. 3 yards is the gain that time. Second and goal. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Chargers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here first and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
Come on. Hey. Ready.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be close to another first down. In fact, he has a first down on a gain of 10. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
The give is to McLaughlin. They find some open field here. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
Ready. Check Bobcat. Check Bobcat.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Scampering home from 19 yards out as his guys are able to extend their lead. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Broncos 34, Chargers 34. Fairbairn set to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
This is 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Here comes 2nd down.
Hey, go Lion.
Here's Herbert. Connecting with Johnson. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Herbert. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Drew Sanders. Inside the 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. On 2nd down, here's Herbert. And his throw here's incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Baylor Tigers.
Back to throw. Herbert. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Herbert on 1st down now. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
2nd and 10. Here's Herbert once more. And that is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. To the air again, Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
It's a gain of 25 yards. First down, Chargers.
On first down, it's Herbert. Over the middle. And a loose football. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And I don't know that fumble's going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week, because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help them improve.
Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. And they will take a knee here.
Here we go. Jack.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for the Broncos, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the Jaguars will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.